and welcome back to Your Comments Matter. I'm your host, Mrs. Love, and we have some more great comments for you today coming from the YouTube channel Breaking Points. I came across this channel a few weeks ago, and it's two young ladies, and they're giving, of course, their point of view on the stories that are happening in the world today. And this title of their show that they called it Steve Bannon and Alex Jones' New Cope on Trump. And you know how Jones and Bannon, they're close allies to Trump. They're great, I guess buddies with Trump. And so when this Epstein thing came out, they kind of turned basically, away from Trump. Like, wait a minute, you promised that you was going to release the files. Now you're not. And so, now they got to figure out how they going to get back into the fold, so to speak. How can they twist this thing? How can they make it right to make Trump seem like everything is right now? We're good now. Okay, whatever Trump tell them is good. They believe anything he says. So they're on good footing right now. They're back on track, as we would say. So these two ladies, they have, of course, their comments, their thoughts on these two individuals. And this is just a few of the things that you would hear and see from them. If you go over there, you may already be a subscriber to the Breaking Point YouTube channel. If not, go over there and check them out. I'm open to everyone. I like to watch all people on hear what each one has to say. I'm not just relegated to one side, one party, but I want to bring all parties, whoever your comments into the fold. Okay. So here, they're talking about, again, Steve Bannon and Alex Jones' new cope on Trump. And some of the comments that I have on that, they said that Alex Jones made the statement that the Democrats falsified the Epstein files when they had them. And so Alex is now back into the MAGA fold, so to speak, when he made that comment, as they suggested that, okay, we'll appease him now. We're okay. All right. I'm not totally sold out against Trump, but I heard what he had to say. Okay, we're back on the team. Okay. But one of the ladies pointed out that from Alex saying that the Dems falsified the documents, who had them first? It was the Republicans. It was the Trump first administration under Attorney General Bill Barr. And I believe at this time that I'm showing this show today, that I believe they're calling Bill Barr to come before Congress. They're subpoena him to come before Congress to make a statement about how he handled the Epstein files. And so now that's out there in the public. So everything has to come out on that. So let's take a look at Franklin Salazar, our very first commenter, and let's see what he has to say on this Bannon and Jones switcheroo on how they're feeling towards Trump now, because they got to be nice to Trump. You be mean to Trump. Trump will say something about you, and you done. You are done. And I tell you, so they're walking on eggshells, aren't they? Take a look at Franklin Salazar. Says, Alex Jones' argument is just plain stupid. Trump is a sellout. Get past him and move on. J.D. Vance is now starting to sell out. So Franklin got 36 thumbs up on that comment. Evidently, other people agreed with him, and he got 2 replies as well. So what Jones is saying, how he's coming out, talking about, the Dems had to file first. They falsified, they took stuff out, and put stuff in, just like Trump said. Trump said that, they made it all up. Well, if that's the case, then bring it out in the open. Let us see what the Dems did. I want to see, how did they falsify the records? How did they do it? Who helped them? When did they do it? When did they have the file? How did they put in the information that's in there now? How is it false? We need to know this stuff, don't we? We should have access to these Epstein files. And if the Dems are just as crooked as you say they are, Alex Jones, then we need to know. And the same thing, we need to know what happened when Bill Barr had the files. Did he take out anything that probably would have damaged the Republicans? Who knows? We need to see the American people, not the Republican people, not the Democratic people, the American people. We need to see this stuff. And it's just not the Epstein file, y'all. It's going to be more stuff that we need to see. Okay, let's take a look at another comment. This one is coming from the Young Pilots. Young Pilot, hello there. Welcome to Your Comment Matter. Both parties protected the elite. Clinton and Trump were horn dogs. Okay, both parties were complicated in the cover up. All right, I believe it meant complicit in the cover up. So again, like I just said, you got both parties, they got to protect their own kind. They're elite, they're rich, and they're famous. And you know what irks me about these politicians? They come out in public and they make us think that they just hate one another, can't stand one another. And behind the scenes, them jokers going out to dinner, having steak dinner, going to parties and stuff, enjoying one another company. But they want us to think that they are enemies. They get along because money talks. The friendship that they have amongst themselves is their money. They talk about their wealth that they have. See? They protect each other. So good point, Young Pilots. Thumbs up on your comment. Let's go to Greet Peas. Jones is on Ozempic combined with Trump's 75,000 D-chest is quite the combo. I have nothing to say on that one. Get Piz, you got me on that comment. Okay, I recognize the Ozempic. You said Ozempic, big, but you meant Ozempic. So I know what you mean on that. They all on Ozempic. They're not losing weight. They losing their common sense. That's what they're losing. They need to get off that stuff, don't they? Well, you got 5 likes on your comment, Geek Peas. Let's go to David Chacon. David Chacon says, so, in other words, if you still support Trump, you are beyond redemption. Oh my goodness. He said you can't be rescued. You can't be delivered. You can't be saved if you still supporting Trump. Oh my goodness. He got 13 likes. He got 13 thumbs up on that comment and 1 reply. Are y'all seeing this? See, the news that these politicians make of themselves, you can't get mad on how people comment. You know, whether it's negative or positive, people are going to comment. Don't matter who you are, Democrat, Republican, it don't matter. People commenting on everything and everybody and everything. Commenting on liver, your kidneys, they're commenting on your health, your money, your relationship, everybody commenting on everything. All right. And so this is just another example. Let's take a look at our last commenter coming from Elliot Soto. Hello there, Elliot. Elliot says, can't this Alex Jones just go away? I thought he filed Chapter 11. How is this guy relevant? Obviously, he's got some cash. You know, Alex Jones was the one with that Sandy Hook thing. Y'all remember that? How he said it was fake. It was all made up, you know, with those people losing their children in that school. How dare that man say that? Tell me it was fake. The Dems had it all set up. What? No wonder someone come in and say you got to be on Ozempic. Because if you said that about the children at Sandy Hook, imagine what people are thinking about what you're saying right now about Trump with this with the Epstein situation that's going on, these Epstein files. Oh my goodness, crazy, crazy, crazy. This is why you when you follow people, you remember what people said, you remember how they acted, and it could be 10, 15 years into the future, and that what they said back then is coming to haunt them today. So that's going to do it, everyone. Those are our comments on this show today. Again, you can go over to Breaking Points YouTube channel. Check them out. As I said, there's 2 young ladies over there doing this conversation. And they titled the show, Steve Bannon and Alex Jones, New Cope on Trump Epstein. So they got to cope with this. They got to figure out how they're going to get along now with the new spin on the story that's being told. Okay, then, everyone. Again, I am your host, Miss Love. And that's going to do it. I'm going to see you on the next video. And I want to thank you for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. And remember, you can make a comment too, because your comments matter right here on Your Comments Matter YouTube channel. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.